Hi guys, it's Kaz here. This is my face, this is my voice. Let's all get over that now because I'm going to be giving you a scrapbook tour today. Forgive me if I keep looking down, I've got notes down here and I'm really not used to filming in front of a camera, so it's going to be a bit weird. I won't bother explaining what the scrapbook is because you all submitted letters for it, so you know what it is anyway. So we're just going to get straight into some essential stats. This book cost me £13, which is £5 for the printing and £8 for the actual scrapbook, which I think is pretty decent. It's got 80 pages, and 52 of those pages are filled up with letters. So it's a split between these two bits, I don't know if you can see them. There are 28 letters, plus the introductory sort of one and the little ending one, which me and the Oscars Hotel staff wrote together. We've also got 15 pieces of art in there, and they're all amazing, and 30 total contributors, so that's 30 people who submitted either a letter or some art. It took, since I wrote that post about actually doing it, it's taken 1 month and 3 days. So I thought, and the staff had suggested to me, some different ways of doing this, but in the end, I sort of decided the focus should be on the letters and the art, not on fancy formatting or anything like that, so I thought we're just going to keep it very simple. So what we've got is, we've got an explanatory letter on the first page, all the letters and all the art on all of these pages, and then at the very end we've got a little sort of summing up letter that's just saying thank you on behalf of everyone. I'll read that out to you in a minute. So what I've done is I've grouped together letters and art from the same people on the same sequence of pages. So for example, we've got aggro. Is that how you say it? I hope that's how you say it. We've got a letter here, art here, and art here. And then I've put her, and I've done this with everyone, I've put her Amino username up the side, just there. So, we have the front cover. It's got shiny gold bits on. I've written 4PJ down in the corner to slightly personalise the front cover. Then inside, on the first page, we have a letter from the staff. I don't know if you can see, I've done some circular decorations just to make it look a bit more aesthetic, because it looks a bit sad and black and white, so I thought I'd put a bit of stuff on there. So I will just read you this letter now. Hi PJ, you may be wondering where in the world this scrapbook's contents have been sourced from. Well, we're a team of leaders and curators who manage a community on an app called Amino, somewhere where people with similar interests can talk and post about the things they love. We are on the Kick the PJ community. It all makes sense now. And we decided to collect messages and artwork from our members so you could see the things you've inspired us to create. For some of us, the community feels like a real home away from home, a group of people who are always around for a chat or to offer support and praise of whatever they decide to create. If you don't agree with that, don't. Just pretend you do, temporarily, please. And because we're such a close-knit group, when one of the leaders, Kaz, discovered she was meeting you at Summer in the City, the only thing she could do would be give other people an opportunity to meet you through her. Community is full of people who live in remote countries or don't have enough money to come to conventions, but through the wondrous and beautiful power of the internet, they could send their messages to Kaz and get a chance to almost meet you. In this scrapbook, we've compiled letters from every member who wrote one, along with some of the incredible things you've inspired us to create. Community is full of some of the friendliest and most creative people we've ever come across, and it's an honour for us to be able to share our community with you. And then at the end, we've got a little bit of cheeky spun there. We're like, we debated putting a link to the community here, but we decided that we've only got one chance to communicate with you, so we may as well go all out. AminoApps.com/C/kickthepj. At kickthepj Amino on Instagram and Twitter. We highly recommend those two places. And then we just sign off with the Oscars Hotel staff. So that's from us, because we've been doing a lot of the work behind the scenes. Obviously I've been the one printing and assembling and things, but they suggested a lot of ideas. They were a really big part of it, and they helped write the start and end letter. So it's from all of us, but it's also indirectly from the entire community. So then we go on to the next page and we have my letter, which is 4 pages long because my handwriting is massive. These aren't in any particular order. They're some of them are in the order that I got them, but some of them were a double page thing and I wanted to keep them on a double page. so they're a little bit awkwardly spaced. But most of them are in the order that I got them. So Spooky's letter, we've got the letter here, awesome art here, art, and I put her Instagram user just there. Then, as I've already showed you, we've got aggros here, so letter, username, badge, art. I had to put these two on the same page because this one goes along, and I didn't want it to just have a page awkwardly on its own because it wouldn't fill up most of it and it would look a bit weird. Then we have EC, so we have letter, art, and then if we turn the page, art Instagram there. Then we have Dan and Kylie's letters, that's Lost Tiny Planet Explorer and That Weird Girl. Here's Dan's, here's Kylie's. I was trying to put plants for PJ on the page next to this, but it didn't really fit in with the book. The formatting was a bit weird, and because it wasn't a piece of art, it didn't look right. So I thought, hey, I will put a little note in here just to say, hey PJ, if you ever join the Amino, wink wink, check out Plants for PJ because it's awesome. And it was created by Lost Tiny Planet Explorer. And then here we have Kylie's letter. Next of all, we have Wiggles the clown. Beautiful, beautiful. Little name and badge there. Beautiful. Small. How do you say that? Small? Small. Literally no idea. Then we have Chai's letter, Nopa Dopa. Is that how you say it? Again, I have no idea. But there's the letter. Dylan's letter here. And then TBH, I'm a fangirl's letter. Helen's letter. And that awesome art there. Space Child's letter. TCG's letter, which was so long. I think if it had been handwritten, it would have been about 20 pages long. Red Velveteer's letter. Emeralda? I'm just going to say it like that. Fuzz. I genuinely have no idea how to pronounce this username, but Sarah. That username. Letter from Rosswins. Let's go with that. Letter from Cattis. Letter from Edna. Is that how you say it? That's how you'd say it in England. And I've no idea how to say the surname, and I'm going to completely maul it. So, that one. Jetpack Backpack. And Simple Slurp. Ren. Killer Queen. 2 pieces of art from Space Ace. Crank That Joseph. A little note from someone who's not an Amino. And finally, a little end letter from the Oscars Hotel staff, which I will read out to you now. Well, here we are. The end of this. This collection of letters, all containing so many different stories and emotions and thank yous from the sadly tiny fraction of your fans who we could reach out to and collect messages from. Was it cheesy? Probably, although that's not necessarily a bad thing. All of the goblins and ugly creatures that tortured your mind throughout the years and told you this isn't worth it are wrong. Look at the 1 million lives you've changed or inspired. It was completely worth the late night hours working on some film, even when it wasn't a uni assignment. It's worth the days you spend planning, writing, filming, editing. You're painfully underrated, so we want you to know that you mean the absolute world to us, even if that may seem a little over-enthusiastic to you. And yes, this ending is probably more emotional than the start, and we want to apologise, but this is quite emotional. Us Tiny Planet Explorers, both those on Amino and those not, have all connected over one shared love. Your films, stories, videos, and just you as a person. We've made friends and memories thanks to you for picking up a camera and filming. We speak for all 1 million and more Tiny Planet Explorers when we say, we appreciate you, PJ, and thank you for everything you've done. I know I didn't read out the letters or anything like that, but I thought some people might want to keep them private rather than share them with everyone. I know I've read them, most of them, except the ones that people specifically asked me not to. But I couldn't really avoid that, seeing as I had to copy and paste them and all things like that and stick them in and work on the book. But Some of them are quite emotional, so I thought I'd keep them private, and I hope nobody is particularly annoyed at that. So yes, this scrapbook well, I'm filming this on Thursday. Hopefully I will be uploading it today. But on Saturday, this scrapbook will go into PJ's hands. He will take it and he will hold it and he will look at it with his eyes, and he will hopefully go home and read words that you people wrote. And you never know, he might even check out the amino. He's gonna read these letters, guys. He's gonna read these letters. His eyes are gonna land upon these letters and he is gonna read them. Big moment. Hope you enjoyed that little tour of the scrapbook. If you have any questions, anything like that, leave them down in the comments of this or down in the comments of the blog that I posted about this on. By the way, this is being posted on the official Amino YouTube account, so you should totally check that out and subscribe. We haven't actually got anything on it yet, but it won't be long. It won't be long. Very soon, we might actually put stuff on here. Or we might not, and it might just be used for things like this. But you should subscribe anyway. Sorry for the bad sound quality, filming quality, voice quality, face quality, everything like that. But I hope it didn't distract from this beautiful scrapbook. I will see you all back on Amino. Bye guys!